Hey guys, it is Mikisame Unlimited, and today is Sunday. Sundays are my 6 Minute Pain Challenge, where I duel my subscribers in my Endurance Challenge. And the lucky challenges for this week's episode are Abyssal Yu-Gi-Oh!, we have Featherman, we have King of Skulls, we have Marminer, and we have a Potato. So these are the 5 lucky challengers for this week's episode. If you would like to take the 6 Minute Pain Challenge, I leave my link to my Facebook in the description below. You message me, I'll get back to you, I'll schedule you a game, and we'll go from there. I only use Facebook, so you have to work within my means. Don't forget to like the video, it'd be greatly appreciated. It makes the channel more popular, it makes it grow, it makes it more successful, and it makes me happy if you do so, so please do it. The one new addition that I decided to add to the 6 Minute Pain Challenge is I added a Hall of Fame. So if anyone challenges me and beats me, their name will be permanently documented in the Hall of Fame. So every time I make a 6 Minute Pain Challenge video, your name will always be there and everyone will know that you beat it. So no matter what goes on in the 6 Minute Pain Challenge, your name will always be there as someone that actually won. So I think that that's really cool. So if you would like to see your name documented on the 6 Minute Pain Challenge, challenge me. I play casual decks. I just want to have fun, win or lose. It's just a matter of just having a good time. So since I got that all out of my system now, I could actually go into these games. So like the video if you haven't already, because I'm going to preach that until I die.
They got us trapped.
You'll never survive if you lose control, Mr. Fox.
Okay, so starting off with this duel, I'm using my Fluffle/Frightfurs, and I'm facing a Blue Eyes variant. So in my opinion, I looked at his hand, I was like, wow, he had the ability to summon out Chaos Max and play, Silver's Cry face down and being able to bring back Blue Eyes, and I was like, it's a shame he didn't do that, because he probably would have survived this turn. So for me, I'm obviously going off because I know the Fluffle combos like the back of my hand, so for me, I'm doing very well. Personally, for me, Fluffles is one of those decks where I feel like I just don't use it very often. I don't really have that much fun using it compared to a lot of my other decks, because a lot of my other decks I feel like are really like, I'm more, happier when I bring out a certain card or combo. Like this deck, it's just like 1, 2, 3, you bring out everything, GG. It wins too quickly. So starting off in this duel, I'm facing Blue Eyes again, but now I'm playing Kaiju Gradles. Kaiju Gradles are a new addition to the 6 Minute Pain Challenge. I decided to drop Spellbooks, because for me, it's like a lot of people are going to be like, why did you drop Spellbooks? Everyone nowadays, ever since Rudra came out, nobody plays High Priestess of Prophecy. And I always like a deck that has a boss monster, something to lead into. I don't like to use a deck for an engine and then just like stop it right there. And that's what the sad thing of what Spellbooks are turning into, and I just don't like it. So I said, you know what, I'll maybe go back to them at one point, but for now I'm going to appreciate Gradles. Gradles are one of my favorite archetypes, so for me it's like, I really wanted to try them out again, so because I think they're fun. So I said, I assumed he was going to drop Alistair at one point, so I said, that's what Cobra's for, so I'm not worried. So I lost my Kaiju from it, so I said, alright, well, Cobra takes that, and now I attack you directly. Now, for me personally, I've been adding a lot of things into this deck because I really want this deck to succeed, and it's funny because I don't really play Skill Drain and anything because obviously I don't play Stun, so for me it's like, it's nice to being able to play Skill Drain, so I got him really lucky with Lost Wind, and then he decided to quit, and that's one thing I want to, push out there to people. If you want to take the 6 Minute Pain Challenge, you cannot quit. It makes the video look shitty. Okay, so in this round, I am facing a very unique, different Monarch build, and I am using Constellars as always, because Constellars are my heart and my soul, and I love them so much. So the thing about this Monarch deck is that it's very different from what I am used to. I'm used to the typical stun variant that doesn't let you do shit. And this doesn't really carry over a lot of, the older Monarchs that I'm used to, because it's like, I see the littler Monarchs that you special summon, and I'm like, huh, nobody really plays those. And I really didn't see him draw a Monarch throughout the whole game. So I was just like, I really didn't get that. And I mean, at this time, I was just like, okay, you brought back the Kaiju. For me, I had a decent amount of face down, so I didn't really care. So I said, all right, let me just use Lost Wind, and I'm going to try to break, because I know that Monarchs don't play trap cards, really. So I said, let me just try to do as much damage as possible. So from here on out, I'm like, he had the ability to summon the Kaiju from his hand, but he didn't do it, and I was just like, okay. So, I mean, I just attacked and just went for game. So I wish I got to see where you were going with this. In this duel, I am using Dynomist, and I am facing Galaxies. In my opinion, Dynomist have been one of the decks that I've been appreciating for a long time. Then I went dry with them. Now I'm going back on Ohio West with them. I'm just having a good time. So also, I forgot that this variant was playing Blue West as well. So I said, okay, now when I saw, you know, 2 Galaxy Soldiers, I'm like, I'm expecting Infinity. I don't want to deal with that. So I said, okay, here's another Blue Eyes player. So for me, it's like, I don't know why I attract so many Blue Eyes players. To be honest, I don't think Blue Eyes is all that good, to be honest, either. So for me, I said, all right, now I'm going to use Rush here, get Petrin, and then I said Petrin will get me charge. And then, you know, obviously Quaking Mirror Force won't work if I used Rush to bring it out because he's unaffected. So I said, let me go into Bahamut Shark. Totally awesome. Because you were going to play Infinity on me, so I don't give a fuck. So, you know, I'm going on with this. I said, all right, let me get my shit back. It doesn't really matter. So I said, let's see where you go with this. So he overlays, takes, he plays Cypher, and then he takes my Bahamut Shark. So I said, you know what? It's only fair. You know, I only needed to play 1 Totally Awesome. I didn't need to play 2. So now I played Petrin again, and then I said, all right, good. Now with Howling, I could bounce everything back. And since you're playing Blue Eyes, putting all that stuff back in your hand is going to be a little, you know, little shady and a little poor. So for me, I said, all right, let me get rid of both these cards. Now I can Pendulum Summon, and then thanks to me having Rex, I could easily shuffle cards back on the field, back into your deck. So for me, I kind of knew he had alternate White Dragon in his hand, so I didn't know what that face down was, so I'm like, gee, let's get it out of here. So for me, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm patting myself on the back. I'm like, I got this. You know, I know what I'm doing. I know if you special summon alternate White Dragon, that if I bounce it, you can't special summon it back within the same turn. So I said, okay, you know, I special summoned Spinos. So I'm like, okay, where are you going to go with this? For me, I decided to do something that was not very nice in this turn, but I said, you know what, I know that, you know, Spirit could easily switch out and go into Blue Eyes, so I said, let me just attack directly and then just go from there, because since I have the 2, you know, tribute fodders to play Spinos and, you know, attack directly twice, I'm going to go and do that. Okay, and in the last duel I'm going to be showcasing for you guys, it's my Zark deck versus Dark Magician. And in this duel, I wanted to cringe into another dimension because I played Joker in my fucking Pendulum Scales because my fat fucking fingers slipped and clicked fucking Pendulum Zone instead of fucking normal summon. And I was just like, I hate myself. Why do I do stuff like this? I wish I was dead. So for me, it's like I said, all right, and then I lost everything due to strike. So I said, you know what? I'm an idiot. Fuck it. You won. Let me go from there. So for me, I said, okay, let me use Toon Magician. I didn't give up because I don't scoop, but in the back of my head, I was just like, I've got fucking raped. I got fucking destroyed. So for me, I said, all right, let me attack. I said, if I destroy Violet Magician, I could easily pop Eternal Soul, which will get rid of Dark Magician. So I said, let's just see where this goes. So at the same time, we both had a similar amount of card advantage. So I said, you know what? If I keep poking, keep attacking, hopefully, maybe I can make a decent sized comeback. Who knows? So I said, all right, let me summon Luster Pendulum, attack again. So I saw Eternal Soul again, so I was just like, So then I said, let me go into the Draco Slayer so I can get my search. So I said, all right, now that I have the other 2 Pendulum Perform Pals in my hand, I said, at least then I know I can get some searches off and go from there. So I said, okay, let's see where this goes. I played Eccentric, popped Eternal Soul again, get rid of Dark Magician, and then I said, oh, I drew Astrograph Sorcerer. I was like, oh, this is nice. I said, you know, let me do all this attacking. So I said, I didn't want a Pendulum Scale because I didn't want to risk it. So I said, if I had enough damage, let me do it. How I won this duel is beyond fucking me because I fucking did horrible. So those were the games I had to showcase for you today. No one really got very far this week. So if you guys would like to see more 6 With The Pain Challenge videos, like the video. If you would like to take the challenge, hit me up on Facebook. Other than that, I hope you guys all enjoyed my new setup. Leave your comments about how you feel about my new setup. And I hope you guys all stay tuned for next week's episode. So other than that, you know, challenge me, bitch. Bye.